We are live on Original FC, back in the cut. And today I pose a question to you. Is Tom Aspinall the man to finally beat Jon Jones? Because, listen, I'll be honest with you. He's the real fucking deal at heavyweight. He is the real deal in the heavyweight division. I think he's ushering in a new era of heavyweights that the UFC hasn't seen before. The speed that this man possesses, the speed of his striking, anything I've seen at the heavyweight division in the UFC, the guy is light-footed, man. He's swift and he is strong and precise. You know, I have to give it to him. He looks legit, man. He looks legit. You know, had a brilliant fight last night. Well, I can't really say it was a fight because you got the guy out of there. You know, you got Beyblade out of there within what? Within a minute, if that. Tom Aspinall has such an all-round game. He's a brilliant striker, brilliant takedown artist, brilliant takedown defense. He can grapple. I mean, he can wrestle. He can beat you standing up. He can beat you on the ground. He really is. He really is a hybrid at a heavyweight, in the heavyweight division. He is something the heavyweight division has not seen in the UFC. With that being said, is he the man to finally beat Jon Jones? Because, you know, everybody seems to believe now that Jon Jones is ducking this guy and Jon Jones needs to prove himself against this guy. First of all, Jon Jones is the greatest fighter the UFC will ever see. I think it'll be a long time before the UFC ever sees a fighter like Jon Jones. A long time. A very long time. I don't believe Jon Jones is ducking. Jon Jones made the fight with Stipe before Tom Aspinall became a household name in the UFC. Before Jon Jones got the injury and, you know, Tom Aspinall came in on short notice and won the interim championship, Jon Jones had already made the fight with Stipe. The Stipe fight is a legacy fight. And I'm not sure if Jon Jones continues to fight in the UFC after that Stipe fight, considering his age. Jon Jones is 37, people. He's 37. And you have idiots on the internet talking about he needs to prove himself and fight Tom Aspinall. He doesn't need to prove himself to anybody. He doesn't need to prove a damn thing to me or to you, to any of you. The man has 16 title defenses in the UFC. The man is the youngest UFC champion of all time. He's the oldest UFC champion of all time. He's broken every sort of record. He is numero uno when it comes to the UFC. Do I think Tom Aspinall poses a lot of issues to Jon Jones? Yes. I think at this point in Jon Jones' career, especially coming off the huge injury he's just had, which he's still recovering from, in fact, especially considering the fact he took 3 years out of his career to build up the weight to perform in the heavyweight division. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that work in Tom Aspinall's favour. I think Tom Aspinall right now is probably quicker than Jon Jones. Not probably, he is quicker than Jon Jones at this point in time. He's younger, in the prime of his career, riding the momentum, and he's got the skills to pay the bills. He poses a different kind of threat to Jon Jones at this point in Jon Jones' career, and he is a very dangerous fighter. And I won't sit here and say that I comfortably believe that Jon Jones will beat Tom Aspinall. I think there's a very, very big chance that Tom Aspinall could beat Jon Jones after that Stipe fight. I think there's a very big chance that happens. But with that being said, I'm never betting against Jon Jones. For me to believe that somebody can beat Jon Jones, I have to see it. All you people all you UFC fans and, just jumping on what's new. You lot are screaming, this guy's better than Jon Jones and this guy's going to smoke Jon Jones. You guys need to remember who the hell Jon Jones is. Because you lot were doubting Jon Jones when he came back from his 3-year hiatus. You lot were doubting him. You lot said Cyril Gane was going to cause him problems. Cyril Gane, another heavyweight who, very fast on his feet, a great striker, horrible, but he's horrible on the ground, right? But a lot of people were saying Cyril Gane could beat Jon Jones. Jon Jones has never fought at heavyweight. Jon Jones has taken 3 years out. And what did Jon Jones do? Jon Jones came in and absolutely dismantled the number one contender in Cyril Gane. Dismantled him. Made him tap, made him submit within the first round. Within a minute. So yeah, I'm just not going to believe that anybody could beat Jon Jones until somebody beats Jon Jones. Does Tom Aspinall have a chance? Yeah. Do I think he beats Jon Jones? Not a chance. I can't see it. I can't see it until I see it. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because, I don't know, like, the way people talk, like, Tom Aspinall, like, they're so confident Tom Aspinall's going to beat this guy. Like, they're so sure that they're going to beat Jon Jones. Like, Jon Jones hasn't dismantled every legend that he's had to fight. Like, he hasn't cleaned out light heavyweight 100 times over. He's absolutely cleaned out anybody in front of him. He's the greatest fighter planet Earth's ever seen, bro. So yeah, forgive me for thinking that Tom Aspinall won't beat Jon Jones. But if there is anybody at this point in time, do you know what? I was going to say, if there's anybody at this point in time that could beat Jon Jones, it's Tom Aspinall. But boy, I ain't going to lie to you. Alex Pereira. If Alex Pereira tried it at heavyweight, I think Alex Pereira could clean some guys out, man. Yeah, Alex Pereira. But back to the point, back to the topic. Tom Aspinall, I do give Tom Aspinall a chance. Despite the fact that I don't believe he will beat Jon Jones, I do give him a chance. At this point in his career, at this point in Jon Jones' career, Tom Aspinall's in the prime of his life, man. He looks so strong and he looks so quick. Quite clearly the best heavyweight going right now outside of Jon Jones. And it's the fight to make. Selfishly, as a fan of Jon Jones, as a fan of the UFC, selfishly, I would love to see Jon Jones extend his career just a little more. Fight Stipe, potentially beat Stipe, and then go on to fight Tom Aspinall. I would love that. I would love that selfishly as a fan. But with that being said, Jon Jones is well within his right to call it quits after he fights Stipe if that is what he was originally intending to do. He has every right to do that. And you lot have no right to be going on about Jon Jones has to prove that he can beat Tom Aspinall. Jon Jones don't have to prove a damn thing. Jon Jones could have retired 5 years ago and he's still been the greatest ever. Do you understand? He could have retired 5 years ago and still had nothing left to prove back then. He has nothing left to prove now. I would love to see him fight Tom Aspinall. I think that'll be a hell of a fight. I think Tom Aspinall could win, but I truly believe Jon Jones will lay him to rest like he's laid everybody else before him to rest. It's intriguing, no? It's intriguing. Tom Aspinall obviously called him out after his impressive win last night, and his words were, "I believe I'm better than you, Jon Jones. I think I'm better than you." And I like that. I like that mentality. You've got to believe you're the best at all times. And why shouldn't he? Why wouldn't he think he's the best at this current moment in time? But Jon Jones is still Jon Jones, and Jon Jones will forever be Jon Jones. And people need to just remember that sometimes. They're quick with the disrespect, like this guy ain't cleaned out your favourites. Jon Jones has smoked all your favourite fighters. He just has. He will forever be Jon Jones. But I would love to see that fight. We all would, wouldn't he? Like, comment, subscribe, continue to share, continue to show support. Appreciate you all. Unoriginal FC over and out.